Located to eastern and southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News This Morning.
Good morning. I'm Amelia Lee here with you on this Monday, May 12th. It is 6:30 this morning, and it's time to check on in with meteorologist Eric Dean today. And Eric, it's not that cold of a start to my morning. No fog as well. Honestly, just I think a perfect start after a perfect Mother's Day weekend.
Right, not cold, but not sunny. We have plenty of cloud cover out there. Take a look here at the scene from the WYMT studios. You have a big old area of cloud cover that's just situated right over eastern Kentucky. The clouds will continue throughout the day. Rain chances will pick up. Thunderstorm chances will pick up as well. Right now it's raining at the airport. 63 is the current temperature. Humidity is at 77%. We have a nice calm wind out there at this hour, and you can see the rain pushing in on live pinpoint Doppler radar. That's going to be the rule for today, but again, throughout the afternoon hours, thunderstorm chances will start to ramp up. We'll make a run for 74 today. We'll start the day off with temperatures in the mid-60s. We'll go to 71 by the 1 o'clock hour, keeping a thunderstorm chance in the forecast with temperatures in the mid-70s by 7 p.m. Now, how long will the rain chances last? We'll talk about that. We'll have your national holiday coming up, and we'll go beyond the 7-day and take a look at the 8 to 14-day temperature trends. That's all coming up in the first alert forecast in a few minutes, but right now the current time is 6:31. We'll toss it to Amelia.
A Johnson County man was sentenced to 40 years in prison for the possession of child pornography. In August 2022, Jason Campbell reportedly engaged in the production of child porn. While law enforcement searched his phone, they found 2 videos taken of Campbell and a minor engaging in sexual conduct, as well as more videos and photos of child pornography on his phone. A Prestonsburg man was sentenced to 14 years in prison. Danny Waddles was originally indicted for murder in a stabbing that happened back in 2021. That indictment said Waddles intentionally killed Joshua Holbrook, but the charge was amended to first-degree manslaughter after Waddles entered a guilty plea last week. The two were fighting, which later led to Waddles stabbing Holbrook. New information on a missing fugitive who was found in Rowan County. Police say Anthony Martinez escaped custody while being treated at a hospital Tuesday. He was found last Thursday in the Triplet Creek area after searching the area for days. During the arrest, Martinez reportedly tried to grab an officer's gun and punched an officer in the face. He now faces several new charges from that incident. A man faces drug charges after police say they found suspected meth in his possession. It happened on Rockcastle River Forestry Road in Laurel County. Police pulled over Sean Chitwood after they say he committed an equipment violation. In addition to finding that suspected meth, they say Chitwood was also operating on a DUI suspended license. In preparation for prom, a Floyd County school is hoping to drive home the reality of impaired driving. In the story from WYMT's Buddy Forbes, you'll see a simulated crash with simulated injuries, but those involved say they hope it has a real impact on the students.
Because every time that you make a decision of something like this, somebody's going to pay a price.
Betsy Lane High School hosted a mock DUI crash event Friday, working with local first responders to show students the reality of drinking and driving.
It can definitely change your perspective a lot because you really don't think too much of it until you're actually a part of it.
The event, organized by the Betsy Lane Fire Department, created a simulated crash site, using seniors from the school to tell a story of a crash on prom night as the students prepare to attend their real prom Saturday.
It was just so sad to think about laying there and it just being over and never getting to experience anything in the rest of senior year and graduation. It was just really sad.
However, the students say the true teachable moment comes from a man who teaches them every day.
It was meant to feel uneasy. It was meant to feel uncomfortable because there's nothing good about that. I lived that. That was not make-believe to me.
Terry O'Brien is a teacher at the school who has been in a wheelchair since his family was hit by a DUI driver when he was 14. He uses his story to caution others.
It's a lot to especially watch him tell his story and to see how this means to him and how it affects him.
He says the driver who hit his family died as a result of the crash, changing his life forever and leaving her family to mourn.
You guys get to make the difference, that you don't have to be the one behind the wheel that takes a 14-year-old boy and changes his life for the rest of his life.
I think it leaves a profound effect on people who allow it to.
The students say that story, paired with being a part of the event, is something they will never forget.
I would rather affect them with the past of what I went through so that it can keep them from being affected by that becoming their future.
Your life still matters. Don't take it for granted, because it could end just like that.
In Floyd County, Buddy Forbes, WYMT Mountain News.
First responders lending a hand, including the Pikeville Fire and Police Departments, the Floyd County Sheriff's Office, Kentucky State Police, the Floyd County Coroners, and others. An East Tennessee pastor who was kidnapped last month in South Africa talked to reporters for the first time since the incident. Pastor Josh Sullivan and his family have been home for a couple of weeks now. Sullivan sat down with our sister station, WVLT, to talk about his ordeal and the power of prayer. They spoke at Sullivan's home church, Fellowship Baptist in Maryville. Sullivan reflected on the moment that he was rescued.
The police officer that found me in the vehicle comes in and we get to meet, take a photo and all that. And he told me, he said, I want you to know that I know that there's people praying for you. And I know that you're a praying man because we got lost when we found you. They had gotten a tip of a suspicious vehicle, that they were just following a lead.
Sullivan says while he was held captive, he was not beaten or assaulted, but he does say evil and awful things were said to him. Voter registration slightly increased in April throughout the Commonwealth. In a release from the Secretary of State's office, there was an increase of about 600 voters. Secretary of State Michael Adams said in a statement, Kentuckians are enjoying a short break from the election period, but the 2026 cycle is already starting. The Big Sandy Senior Games are back for their 38th year, and day one got the ball rolling at Bullwright Lanes in Prestonsburg. Dozens of senior citizens laced up their shoes to compete in the bowling event, kicking off a series of friendly competition across multiple activities. Several of the seniors say they look forward to it every year, and it's a great way to get out of the house and make some new friends.
Socialization, especially. And some of these people probably don't even get out and never get out of the house. And I mean, it's really good for them. The senior citizens is great.
Well, we get to interact with our friends. We dance, we have a good time, we eat. And this is very special. Like Deb says, a lot of people don't even get out. And this is good for their morale.
The games will continue this Friday with the competition moving outdoors at Jenny Wiley State Park. Then on June 4th, there will be an award ceremony at the Jenny Wiley Convention Center. A high school student from Eastern Kentucky is making history in his school district. Carter Wells is a senior at Menifee County High School. The district says because of his hard work, perfect ACT score, and extracurricular activities, Wells will attend Yale University in the fall. He plans to eventually earn a PhD in environmental studies and teach it at a college level.
I wish there were more people before me. You know, Menifee Pride, we need as many people as we can get to go to places. So I'm really happy that I'm the first, but I mean, I really hope I'm not the last. I really hope this encourages more people to apply and put themselves out there like this.
Wells says he was also accepted into a number of Ivy League schools, along with UK, which was his backup plan.
All right, current time 6:38. Let's get you out the door. Temperatures right now in the 50s and 60s. Look at Hazard, 61, 65 Jackson. Boonville's at 61, 65 in London. 63 is the temperature in Williamsburg. Live pinpoint Doppler radar right now showing that rain pushing through eastern Kentucky. That will be the rule as we go throughout the next several hours. As you get the kids ready for the bus stop, we'll see thunderstorm chances pick up. Temperatures in the low to mid 60s. We'll make a run for 73 by the time the kids are on their way home. We'll keep a shower chance in the forecast. Coming up in the next check of weather, we'll go beyond the 7-day and take a look at the 8 to 14 day. That's coming up next on Mountain News This Morning. Go nowhere.